Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv, and there is so much that we have today to discuss. I couldn't even fit it all into the Crypto Minute, but here we go. So if you wanted to take, kind of a broad stroke of what we're going to discuss today, we have market impacts from record-breaking trading volumes. We've got regulatory scrutiny. We have strategic direction on different projects like Shiba Inu and Coinbase. We've got exchange concerns. There's a lot going on. Let's start the day with Bitfinex. Bitforex. Bitforex has halted withdrawals because they can't find $56 million. The website is down as well, or at least it was. I don't know if it's back up yet. So that's actually huge. And I know there are some people probably out there that are, losing their minds at the moment. Grayscale Outflows in a record-breaking time or record-breaking period. Grayscale Outflows are huge. They've slowed down a little bit. They're not bleeding out as much, but they're still bleeding out. But you want to know what's really happening? As Grayscale depletes, everybody else is exploding. Record trading volume, $2.4 billion in trading volume for the other ETFs. That's huge. That's flipping huge. And I can guarantee that when we get numbers for yesterday, they're going to be off the charts. They will absolutely be off the charts. I say this to you because if you look at how much those ETFs are buying, yes, those are institutional investors. They've got a lot of money to spend, but I want you to understand where a lot of that money comes from. Those money managers manage money for people. Most of them are rich, wealthy, but even some of us regular people have money with some of those money managers. That said, those are people that do not want to they don't want to touch Bitcoin themselves directly necessarily. They're figuring out, you know what? I'm going to put my money into this money manager. This money manager, overall makes me money. Great. They can manage my money and they can manage my crypto. Doesn't make sense to me, right? Why am I going to pay somebody to manage my crypto when I can just go buy the crypto myself? Just saying. But there are those people that, listen, I don't have the time. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the desire. I can let somebody else manage my money. And overall, even with fees, they make money for me, period. That's the mindset. So people like that have that kind of money, are feeding their money into these money managers, and those money managers are putting that aggregate to work. Now, people like Mona, my friend Mona, she reached out to me the other day and she was like, wow, things are moving. I was like, yeah, but I want you all to pay attention to something. Everybody that you listen to about Bitcoin, everybody's going to be right. When everything is moving up, everybody looks like a rock star. Please do not miss out on doing your own research and digging in. Just because things are going up does not mean you should take the easy road and just dump your money in and just listen to everybody because everybody's right when everything's going up. You want to pay attention to everything that's going on outside of that realm. Why? Because you might see something in your research that tells you, hey, a dip is coming. It just says to you that there's a dip coming. And there are a lot of people that actually did that research when everything went down this last crypto winter, and they were able to get their money out in time. Others weren't paying attention, were just kept FOMOing in, right? Fear of missing out. And they lost because they didn't pull out in time. They weren't paying attention to the tea leaves. So like I said, everybody can be right when everything's going good. But that does not mean you should shirk your responsibility at doing your own research so that you can pay attention to what's going on. All right? Sorry to get in that deep, but I had to say it because we're starting to get into this bull run, or we're actually technically in the bull run. And I don't want you to skip out on doing this fundamental research. You need to do that. All right. I know I sound like your dad. I'm sorry. That message is really for my kids anyway. So yeah, I am their dad. Then you have Grayscale Outflows, and then you have Bit4X. What the heck? $56 million disappears from wallets. 56 mil. Site went down, stopped trading, halted outflows. Whoa. We're going to hear more about that. We're absolutely going to hear more about that. If you're on Bit4X, go find out about your account quickly. Very damn quickly. I mean, they stopped outflows. They stopped withdrawals. So you might want to hone in on that one. It is not an exchange that I use. It is not. Just never registered on my radar for me to actually look into them. Nobody asked me to look into them. Nobody asked me to use them or anything like that. I don't use them on the regular at all. Like, nah. I've heard the name, haven't touched it. Coinbase announced 2 new listings that are coming: Akash Network and Ronin. That's actually a big deal. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Ronin's been making noise as of late. Akash a little bit, but Ronin's really been making noise as of late. One of the reasons why it made noise is the other day, the co-founder of Axie Infinity had his Ronin wallet hacked for a lot of, $9.5 million in Ethereum. But it's been in the news before then as well. So still looking into that. Yuga Labs. This is actually good news. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because NFTs and gaming are making a strong comeback, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's really talking about it. Gaming and NFTs are making a big comeback. Yuga Labs has this game called Dookey Dash. Yes, the references are exactly what you think. And it's funny as hell. And they've announced a $1 million, prize money pool for the freebie side, not for the pay to play side, for the freebie side. That's going to draw a lot of people in, because obviously, it's going to draw people in. You can win prizes. The more you win, the more you're going to want to be on the, play to earn side, pay to play side. So they're not stupid. They're not stupid over there. I think it's a good move. It's smart. Shiba Inu. Now, I forgot the guy's name. Was it Ryoshi? I forget. But one of the co-founders is like, yo, the project roadmap that we have for Shiba Inu is no joke. We're looking at even more decentralization, even more apps going on, with Shiba Inu. Our outlook is just hugely bullish. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, yeah, and you can see it. They have created a lot of infrastructure pieces. To demonstrate what the network can do. That includes launching Shiboshis. Why? Big NFT release showing you what the network can do. And that's how you attract other developers. There's even noise that there is a petition out there by the SHIB army to send to different ETF managers to say, hey, we want a Shiba Inu spot ETF. Wow. That would be huge. That would be huge if that happens. But the fact that the petition exists is a very big deal. It's a very big deal. People counted out Shiba Inu for a long time until all of a sudden they didn't count it out anymore. Now, Doge came out, meme coin. Shiba Inu came out, meme coin. It has since graduated to me to be a real coin. Well, real token, right? Because I think it runs on ERC20. So for me, I'm sitting back and I'm going, yo, that's big. So the infrastructure that they've laid out and their possibility for growth in their ecosystem, yeah, no, they're not playing games. They have a real roadmap. They have a real plan, a strategy of what they're doing with everything. I like it. That's why I'm a part of the Shiba army. That's what's up. Now, HTX, which used to be called Huobi, run by Justin Sun. Sniff, sniff. I told you before, I don't trust this guy. They put in an application to become in Hong Kong, put in an application to become an exchange 3 days ago and yanked it back. Application in, yanked it back. And I'm sitting back and I'm just going, yeah, I don't trust anything that guy touches. Nothing. So when people talk about Tron, I don't care. Not touching it. Will not touch it. Just don't trust this guy. Justin Sun, I just don't trust him. Everything just seems fishy. Just seems a little off. And I can't put my finger on it. And if I can't put my finger on anything, and I don't care who you are, if I can't put my finger on it, I'm just not all about it. Straight up. Everybody talks about Tesla. Tesla this, Tesla that. Yeah, based on Toyota technology. So would I ever buy a Tesla? No. Straight up, no. Just not feeling that. And I know it's fishy. I don't like Elon Musk. I'm not a fan. Straight up. So just talking to you about how things operate and why I look at certain things and just go, yes, going to make sure that any project that I'm looking at that has involvement from Justin Sun, I'm immediately out. So Huobi, when it was called Huobi, I was looking at that, looking at them as an exchange, and I was like, oh, Justin Sun, nope, completely out. HTX, new name, why? To ditch the Huobi name. Huobi had problems before. Yeah, not touching it. So I'm trying to give you news so that you can pay attention to what's going on around the whole landscape so you can try to make better decisions when you include that with your own research. Just saying. Then, if you look at crypto investment products, they are growing. There are more people out there that have an interest in crypto but don't want to directly touch it than I originally thought. Seriously and true. And I think until adoption really hits, to them it's like this black box where you can put your money in and get a lot more money out. That's the idea. And I'm just like, okay, if that's what you're into, cool. But hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about crypto so you can start to take direct control over your crypto holdings, over your own digital assets. I think that's a very big deal and people should do that. It's just me, but I'm thinking that way. So I speak with you because I'm bringing you news and some of you guys bring me news. That's the trade-off. Even my kids come over and they're like, oh, have you seen this? Oh, have you seen that? That's the trade-off. That's how we all grow. That's how one ship rises, all ships rise. That's how that works, right? Then you have Bitcoin miners. Bitcoin miners have been taken on the chin with the whole energy consumption thing for eons, and they're starting to fight back, and they're winning. They're winning. They're like, overreach. What are you guys talking about? I plug something in, so does that mean if Mary Jo, Jim, Jane over here plugs in their stove or their oven, you're going to go to their house and you're going to monitor them? Really? So they're pushing back. Why should we do that? Especially since a lot of those miners are using, renewable energy. They're finding creative ways to create energy and use that renewable energy. So yeah, I agree with that. Now, you can see that, hey, they're surging and they're asking them to give them reports. And I'm just sitting back and I'm like, if you're using energy from a grid, you can get the reports right there from that energy supplier. Why do they have to make a big noise about it going to this group of miners? See what I mean? So I pay an electrical bill, right? My lights are on. I pay an electricity bill, right, for the energy I use. Consolidated Edison knows, or Con Ed knows, how much energy I've used. That's how they're billing me. That's like coming to me and saying, how much energy did you use? You serious? No, go to Con Ed, talk to them. Leave me alone. That's basically what they're saying. I pay attention to that because any kind of unnecessary regulatory scrutiny can throw a monkey wrench into mining, into Bitcoin mining. And we don't need that. So I'm paying attention to it. It's on my radar, straight up. And when you look at these Bitcoin spot ETFs, all the new ones, 11, maybe 10, I think one got bought out, 2.4 billion in trading volume. 2.4 billion in trading volume. Let that wash over you for a little bit. $2.4 billion in trading volume. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to it. I really am. As a recap, we just have Bitcoin ETFs investments, Bitcoin, ETF outflows. That's from Grayscale only. Everybody else is inflows. Everybody else is inflows. A surge in investment products are out there. That's a big deal. And I want to dig into that because I keep telling you that Bitcoin is not going to be used like the rest of the coins. Bitcoin is going to be used as leverage. It's going to be used as collateral for loans. Look at what Michael Saylor did a while ago. He leveraged his Bitcoin so he could go get millions of dollars in loans so he could buy more Bitcoin. And all he has to do is pay back the loans on time. And that's what they're doing. So they're looking at like a $5 billion, in unrealized profit for their Bitcoin. That means that they can actually tap into $5 billion worth of collateral assets. Wow. That's why I say Bitcoin is not going to be the same. So I keep telling people, stack up on your Bitcoin. Stack the hell up on your Bitcoin. It's going to be looked at differently than everybody else. It's not going anywhere, but it's going to be leveraged differently than all of the other coins out there. Period and straight up. Think about that. That's why when I look at Bitcoin, I purchase Bitcoin on the regular. Purchase other coins on the regular. Bitcoin has a totally different use for me. That's why I just sit there and hold it. If I need money real quick, I'll dip into my other wallets, not Bitcoin. Because it is an asset that's not going to change. You're not going to see a lot of people dump their Bitcoin. A lot of people, a lot of direct holders, we're just going to hold the Bitcoin and we'll leverage it. We're not going to sell it. Michael Saylor is probably never going to. I think hell would have to be really, really cold for him to be able to sell his Bitcoin. He'll leverage. I don't think he'll sell. Ever. Right? So I want you to pay attention to that. I really want you to pay attention to that. We have record-breaking trading volume, cryptocurrency exchange developments. We told you about Huobi, told you about BitForex. We've got regulatory challenges and battles. Those are the miners fighting over energy oversight. And then you just have strategic moves with, what is it? Who is it? Exclusive insider updates. Shiba founder is looking forward at things. You have Coinbase not launching, but about to list Ronin and Akash. And you have the $1 million prize pool announced for Dookey Dash. And again, broad stroke gaming, at a broad stroke view, gaming is having increased traffic. NFTs are having an increased traffic. We saw ApeCoin go up yesterday, 8%. That was yesterday. Today? Yeah. So you know what that means, right? That's right. That means we should get into the numbers. Move that over. There you go. So when I look at the numbers, we're looking at this. You see all those zeros? That means everybody else, it's positive. Out of the 250 coins that I yank up a report on, everybody else is positive. It's cash flow positive, right? When you see those zeros, I'm moving flat or I'm positive. So let's start from the top. Dog with hat. Again, nothing I touch. Big move up, 54%. Now people are saying, Eddie, you could have gotten in on that. You could have made that money. Yes. And I'm going to wait for the swing back. Am I going to get in? I don't think so. And the reason why is because it's a meme coin and it has no use. And I'm me personally, as an investor, I'm fearful over putting my money into any digital asset that doesn't really have a use other than I have a funny name. Straight up. Sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Stacks is up. That's money. That's where I put my money into. Up 29%. I've been telling people about Stacks. People don't listen. If you host your website on Rebel Reach, which is my web hosting company, yeah, we enable Stacks. Polygon, Stacks, Ethereum, Bitcoin, of course, Matic, of course. Pith Network up 30%. I told you about them. Another Oracle. They're very good at what they do. They are no chain link, but they are a part of the fabric and they're doing things. Yeah, up 30%. Let's see who else we're paying attention to. Bonk, not something I'm touching at all, but other people are touching it, and it's because it's another meme coin. 21% upward momentum. Let's see who else is on here. Akash Network. There you go. Akash Network is up 16%. They're in the top 100. If you notice, when I call things out, they're usually in the top 100. I'm just saying. I pay attention to that. Stacks, didn't realize it was in the top 25. Look at that. It's ranked top 25. That's insane. It's crazy. Beam is up 16%. Another one that, I don't touch, but I know that other people do. It's ranked 54 and it's at 16%. I do pay attention to the top 100. You can't ignore the top 100. Even if I don't like a coin, I know of its existence. I know that people are using it. Just because I don't use it doesn't mean I shouldn't be aware of it, right? Bitcoin Cash, people laugh at me. It's up 15%. People sleep on Bitcoin Cash, and I don't understand why. It's ranked number 21. Don't understand why people are sleeping on that. Jitto, don't understand it. People are touching it. It's up 15%. Not really into what it does just yet. It's under 300 million in market cap. Not something I'm touching. Just not something I'm interested in. If we're looking at earnings, nobody really big that I'm paying attention to today. You have Lowe's companies. Anybody else? AutoZone. Yeah, nobody else I'm really paying attention to that I can put my finger on that I'm really into right now. Fear and Greed Index at 79. It was at 72 yesterday. 79. We haven't seen this number in a really long time. What, 2021? Maybe? That's big. DeFi Llama, do you see that? Up $10 billion in total value locked to 110 billion, almost 110.5 billion dollars in total value locked. I told you, I expect that number to grow. So when you look at Bitcoin spot ETFs, that's saying, hey, I want to invest in Bitcoin indirectly. I'll let somebody else manage it. Total value locked is I'm staking and I'm letting people leverage my stuff, and I'm going to make, bank on that. That's total value locked in a nutshell. Then, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Earlier today, we hit 57,250 real quick. It's at 57,359 according to TradingView. And I zoomed out a little bit so you could see we were within this band right here. We took a small dip. Then we were in that band for a while. Then we blew out of this yellow band up into my light blue band. We stayed there for a little bit, and now we seem to be blowing past and blowing into a new band era. I don't know yet. We shall see. We shall see what happens. And I know it says 57,249. It should say 57,250. That's really what it should say. But I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, that's huge. Now, will it stay right there? Don't know. But we're really close to 60, aren't we? We're less than $3,000 away from $60,000 for a Bitcoin. After that, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. Look at stacks. Remember what I told you? Bitcoin goes up, and it's a great thing. It really is a great thing. Stacks is going to go up. Bitcoin goes up, stacks is going up. Bitcoin goes down, stacks is going to go down. But the rate at which it's going to go up and down is going to be bigger. So it's up 15%. Bitcoin's not up 15%. Bitcoin's up 11%. Again, this is why I pay attention to what things are moving, how they're moving. Why they're moving is a big deal. All right. If you want to look at it from the numbers perspective, here you go. And again, I tell people you can look at, what's going on over the past few days, but I also look at that year to date for Ethereum, 43.71%, Bitcoin, 35.44. Can't go wrong with either one of them. Solana back into positive movement territory. I like Solana. All right. Who else is up? That I'm paying attention to. Yeah, Doge is up a little bit. It's at, 9.5 cents, but I don't own any, not trying to own any. When I look at 29.03 for Chainlink, I'm sitting back and I'm going, yep, I have a big bag of Chainlink, obviously. Even Matic is up for the year. Remember, it had been down. Now it's up for the year. Year to date, it's up 8.61. It's not a lot, but Matic is moving. The reason why I spoke with you about NFTs and freaking gaming is because a lot of NFTs exist on the Polygon network. A lot of gaming exists on the Polygon network. That's why. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note. I love hearing from you. I hope all your bags are getting bigger, with everything that I say. I hope it's helping you. I hope you're doing your own research, because I am not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I share with my kids with my own research, and I hope you like it. If you don't like it and you have an idea about how I can make it better, drop me that critique. Let me look at it. Let me see if there's something I can do. All right? I have people ask me questions all the time, and I try to get to them. Even if I disagree, as long as you don't say something like really stupid, like, why do you even invest in Bitcoin? Bitcoin is stupid. That I don't have any reason to talk to you. I don't have conversations with people that don't want to change their minds, that don't want to learn. I like hanging out with people that want to learn. So this is Eddie J on crypto for Grow My Bag TV. And thank you for learning with me. Bye-bye.